Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Williams Valley Viking Stadium, where tonight the Trojans have traveled up here to the home of the Vicious Vikings to take on this Williams Valley team who came off a victory last week over Newport. And this week we have another backyard rivalry here as the Trojans meet those Vicious Vikings of Williams Valley. Trojans coming off a loss last week, but it was one that looked pretty good for the Trojan offensively. Defense was a little limp, but I think they've gotten it together and should be able to give these Williams Valley Vikings one heck of a ball game tonight. So we're very excited about it, ready to go here in just a few moments. The team is on the field. The Vikings have yet to arrive here at the ballpark, and they're coming now, and they're being cheered on by the Trojans. The Trojans want to go get them, so it should be just another one of those good hometown rivalries, and we'll be set with the opening kickoff in just one moment. Bobby Pham will be at quarterback for the Trojans, I beg your pardon, and Williams will be the quarterback for the Vikings. So set to go here in just one moment. So have the national anthem, and then we'll get at it. We're about set for the coin toss. See which one will receive the kickoff. We have Wagner and Pham out there, along with number 68 of the Trojans. Pick him up here in just a second. Toss has been made. And let's see. No, here's the toss. Okay. He's going to catch it, flip it over, and it's hard to tell exactly who did win. The Trojans will get their choice of choosing which goal, so looks like Williams Valley may have won the toss. In fact, they did. Williams Valley will receive, and the Trojans will kick off going east to west here to begin tonight's ball game. So the Vikings will put it in play on offense first. The Trojan defense will have to get it up and go to work immediately against these Vikings. So back with the opening kick in just a second. Ryan Kinch is teeing her up here for the opening kickoff.
Number 41, Tom Carl.
And we're about set to go. Boy, these two teams have played over the years some really tough football games, and the Trojans have been victorious in many occasions. And they'd like to add another one to that list tonight, get on the winning track for the 94 season. Williams Valley 1-0, the Trojans 0-1. Kinch looks like he's ready. The whistle has blown, and here we go with that opening kick. It's going to be a low kick. Skitters around down here, picked up at the 17-yard line. Brown's got it to the 25 and up to the 30 and hit it about the 32-yard line, where coming up there is that number 42, Kerwin. I think that's Jim Kerwin making the stop. And ball is spotted at the 31-yard line, or 32 we'll call it. Looks to me like about the 31 actually right there. Well, we'll see. Sims in there in the middle of that Trojan defensive line as we get set to go. Williams is the quarterback for Williams Valley. Now he splits the backs open a little bit out here on this first play, and he's going to look over to pass one. The lefty fires one over to this side. It is complete, and number 21 Brown's got it, wrapped up in there by Sherman at a gain of about 9 on the play. It'll be second down and 1. So Williams connects with Brown on the first play on offense, and it'll bring up a second down and 1. Ball now squarely on the 40-yard line. Second and 1. So we'll have to watch for that Williams-Brown connection, I guess. Haven't seen the Vikings play all year, so here's a quarterback's got it, and he's got some yardage for the first down, diving to the 46-yard line. Looks like Peterson coming up to make the stop for the Trojans, but Thompson picks up about 6 or 7 on the play, about 7. First and 10, so that Trojan defense, which was porous last week, giving the big plays to the Tri-Valley Bulldogs, has really got to hold their own in there tonight against these Vikes. Vikings look like they can run that football. Set up in a power I formation this time. And the quarterback's going to give it to 24 Thompson, and he can't go very far with it at all. Looks like he's about the line of scrimmage where the tackle is made in there by Schaefer. 2nd and 10, no gain on that play. Nice stop that time by those Trojans, denying them the middle of that Trojan defensive line. 2nd down 10. Okay, now on a 2nd and 10, the Vikings. Looks like he's going to pass again. The lefty fires one over the middle. It is complete on a great catch and a nice pass over the middle between 3 Trojan defenders out there. Breyer was there along with Drew Peterson, but a good pass and a nice reception by that young Viking. Ball's on the 35-yard line of Upper Dauphin now. And again, the Trojans giving up that big play. So 1st and 10, Vikings. The backs are split, and the handoff is to the first man. Nowhere. Runs right into Sims, and he tackles him immediately. Nice play that time by that Sims. Making that stop. Randy stopped him. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. But see, this is what happens now. Sometimes these Trojans make that initial hit, get them stopped. 2nd and 10, 3rd and 11, and boom. Well, we got to watch for that big one. Oh, we'll see what they do here on a 2nd and 10 from the Trojan 35-yard line. Hand off to the second man, and he is grabbed on a good tackle in there by Dean Breyer. Breyer making a good stop on him. Gain of about a yard or 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Okay, looking at a 3rd down and 8. Here's that big one now. Trojans can stop him. Back to pass he goes. Fires at a man complete out in the flat over there, and he's going to be driven out of bounds on a good stop by that Peterson. Yeah, along with number 86 over there. It's going to be 4th and 2 as the ball is driven down to the 27-yard line of the Trojans. Officials call time momentarily here for what I'm not sure. But it's going to be 4th down and 2. Okay, on a 4th and 2, they got Brown split out wide on the far side of the field. Big 4th and 2 coming up here now for the Vikings. Handoff is to 24. He'll go nowhere. The Trojans have held. Good stop in there by that number 42, Kerwin. And Kerwin and Thompson have a couple words for each other. It's 1st and 10. Upper Dauphin as the Trojans have held on their own 27-yard line, and they'll go on offense for the first time here this evening. It has turned out to be quite a beautiful night for a football game here at UD. Rain showers up to about 10 minutes or so before game time when they finally kind of left the area, at least momentarily, we hope, for the night. Here's Pham handing it off. Up the middle is Breyer. Breyer gets nothing out of that as he is stopped almost immediately. A lot of extra words being spoken on these ball clubs now as the kids know each other very, very well. Rivalries right here. Communities practically abutting each other. Williamstown and Likens anyway. And so it is a 2nd down and 9, gain of 1 on the play. Pham this time will keep the football, and no, he fumbled it, and it's going to be recovered over there by the Vikings as somebody got in there really quickly and jarred Bob Pham, and the football came loose. And the Vikings have the ball back. 1st and 10 on the Trojan 27 or 28-yard line. 27. So it'll be 1st and 10, Vikes. So the Trojans hand it right back to them at about the same position they just got it in. And it's 1st and 10, Vikings. Here's 24 going with it. He's tripped up on a nice grab in there by Kerwin, making the initial stop in there for the Trojans. Got a hand on that one. Jim doing a good job on the defense here in the early going. Played nearly half of the first quarter. We got 6 minutes and a half remaining here in quarter number 1. No score. The Vikings with the threat of the evening so far as they drove it down now to the Trojan 25-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the last play, 2nd down and 7. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's looking, dumps it over here in the wing. He's got a man out here at the 15, the 10, and knocked out of bounds at about the 5. As coming over there to knock him out of there is Pham along with Drew Peterson. But a nice play as they swing it out here to that 41, and he took it all the way down for a 1st and goal for the Vikings on the Trojan 5. 41 is that Carl. And he's the fella that made the reception on that play for the Vikes. 1st and goal from the 5. 24 has it. He goes down to about the 1 or 2. We'll see where they spot it down. Stopped in there by that Randy Sims again, I believe, making the stop on that one, along with Heath Altland. Ball's down at about the 2 or 1, 1.5, something like that. 2nd and goal from about nearly the 1. Yep. Oh, the Trojans getting themselves in some trouble with the fumble turnover that gave the Vikings the ball on the Trojan 27-yard line. And in just a couple of plays, they've driven it down to the 1. Well, let's see what they do with this one on a 2nd and goal from the 1. Motion goes over to the right side. Handoff is that 24. He's in for the touchdown. And so it's 6-0 Williams Valley with 5:27 remaining here in the 1st quarter. The Vikings come out, get checked on their first drive, pick up the fumble, and score in about 4 or 5 plays for their first 6 points of the ball game. Extra point try coming up. K32 will attempt the extra point. Can never pick up his name here. I'll see if I have it on my list. It's a little high, and the holder picks it up. He's going to try to run it in, and he is successful. It's a 2-point conversion, so the extra point try ends up in a 2-point conversion for the Vikings. So it is now 8-0 with 5:27 left here in period number 1. Okay, Undercuffler is number 32, and he'll do the kicking off for the Vikings now following the first touchdown of the ball game. And we'll see if we can get a run back here. Here's the kick. It's going to be taken back here at about the 10. Altland's at the 20, the 25 up the middle. He dives to nearly the 30-yard line. About the 29 is where he stops. Sowers in there along with Hand to make the stop for the Vikings. But it's 1st and 10 for UDA. The ball is at the Trojan 29. The Trojans need a little more luck than they had last time when they fumbled on that 2nd play. Pham's got it. Lined up. Handing it off. And over there goes Zielinski, and Zielinski gets 5 out to the 35-yard line. Picked up maybe 6 on the play. Nice run that time by that Tony Zielinski. He spotted at the 35, 2nd and 4 now. So nice run that time as the Trojans handled that one well. And we'll see if we can't keep that up. Chad Wegner is the tight end on the far side of the field. Flanked out on the near side is Drew Peterson this time on this 2nd down and 4. Now here comes Breyer trying to step his way up the middle. Gets a couple of yards out to the 37 or 8-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 2. Breyer picking up about 2 that time. It'll be 3rd and 2 now. Pham has the signal from the bench, and we'll see if we can't get a 1st down here now. Matthew Sherman is flanked out on the near side of the field, and it's 3rd and 2. And the handoff goes over here to Breyer. Breyer with some good yardage. He'll have the 1st down if they mark his forward progress. Should give him the forward progress. Come on, let's see this spot. It's going to be a good spot. It will be a 1st down for the Trojans. Good spot. Absolutely good spot. Crowd over here bemoaning that a little bit, but you could see it easily. Breyer had the yardage and then was thrown back. So it's 1st and 10, UD. 3:40 remaining in quarter number 1. Sherman flanks out on the far side of the field this time for UD. Hand off and going up the middle with it. With a good run is Breyer, and Dion drives it out to the 48 or 49-yard line. Thompson making a stop, but a good drive that time. Breyer picking up about 9 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Good run that time by that sophomore Dion Breyer. Trojans with a young team, but they are starting to get it together. A lot of sophomores and juniors on this squad. And we've got a 2nd down and 1. This time it's going to be Zielinski, and he's got the 1st down as he gets it out here to the 40-yard line. If they give him his forward progress, we've got another 1st down. See where they spot this? They're going to spot it right there, and that is a 1st down. 1st down. Come on, ref. Attaboy. 1st and 10 right on the 50-yard line. So the Trojans now grinding it up a little bit here. Got something going. Zielinski and Breyer in the backfield for UD. And this time it's going to be Breyer again. Breyer trying to spin away, but 67 or 52 rather has got a hand on him, and he made one good stop in there for those Vikings. Number 52 dropped him for a loss of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 12. Well, Dion could not escape that time. He got himself caught in the backfield, and he grabbed him by the jersey and would not let go. 2nd down 12 from the 48-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Pham looking to pass, looking down the left side, fires one over the middle, incomplete, and a flag on the play as it looks as though Drew Peterson was being tagged and held down here by number 24 of the Vikings on the defense. And if that's the case, it will give the Trojans a good long penalty. Well, let's see what happens here now. They're going to talk to our captain out there, who tonight happens to be quarterback Robert Pham. He is the offensive captain. Bob says, yeah, take him down. And it will be holding called against the Vikings. And that's going to go all the way down here to the down to the 42-yard line of Williams Valley. So the Trojans moving it offensively with the help that time of a penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 2. It was a 10-yard penalty, but the Trojans were looking at a 2nd and 12. So now we're looking at a 2nd down and 2. Pham hands it to Breyer, and Breyer is hit in the backfield again as number 89 and number 35. Walston coming in there to make the stop. Drops him for a couple of yard loss. It's 3rd down and 4 now. Well, that play not working too good. Something is happening over there as a couple of the Vikings are able to penetrate on that play and catch Dion twice now. So let's throw that one out, try something else. That one's not working too good. Okay, on a 3rd and 4. Pulling out the 44. Dropping straight back is Pham. He's looking. He's firing one over this way. Got a man out here. It is complete, I think, or what is it? No, incomplete. Okay, 82, Sherman really battling that time with that couple defenders out here, and that time could not pick it off. They say it was intended for Sean Rowell. Okay. Well, at any rate, whoever was out there was in a pile, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 4, and Pham back in punt formation now as the Trojans hope to get the Vikings deep if they can. He'll be stepping up to about his own 49-yard line to get this one off. Boom. Nice kick, heading over for the corner, and it's going to go out of bounds. No, it's going to stay in bounds at about the 8. So that's a nice kick that time by that Bobby Pham. Nice kick. Vikes all the way back to their own 8-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10. Okay, the Vikings break the huddle here now, 1st and 10. Got a minute and 5 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. They're on their own 8-yard line, 1st and 10. Carl hands it off, 35 trying to rip it up this way, gets away, but he is stopped. The whistle had blown. He thinks he broke it away, but the whistle had blown and stopped him in the backfield for no gain on the play. Or let's see where they spot it. Oh, they might have given him a yard on it. Going to put it out at the 9. Picked up one. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Good call that time. He was stopped. Fans, of course, like that when the tacklers quit and the runner is on his feet yet and he keeps running. I guess you could do that all night if you wanted to, but nevertheless, it is second down and really a long 9. Not too much gain on that play, maybe 2 feet. This time the quarterback's going to hand it off, and coming up the middle is that Thompson, and he dives across the 10 to the 13. Pretty good gain on that play of about 4 or 5 yards, but it'll bring up a 4th down and about 5. Kerwin and Strout making the stop in there for UD on that play. But that ended the first quarter, so we've got a fast-moving first quarter here now. The Vikings have put on 8 unanswered points so far, and they'll be looking at a 3rd down and 5 when the second quarter gets underway. Well, we've changed field positions now. We're ready to go with the quarter number 2 as the Vikings get set to put this ball in play on a 3rd down and 5, or maybe 6, actually. It's pretty long. So here's that play that the Trojan defense has really got to hold them off on it. Ball's at the 11. He didn't gain as much in the last play as I saw it, so it's 3rd and 6. Pitch. Over there goes to that number 24. He got some tacklers out here. And let's see. He'll drive it out for a 1st down out to the 19-yard line.
And 64 for the Trojan.
Well, there you had that big 3rd down play. Snyder and Derek Schaefer making the stop for UD, but not until he gained about 7 or 8 on the play. Only needed 6. Ball at the 21-yard line of Williams Valley. Darn it. Anyway, 1st and 10 from the Williams Valley 21. QB getting a rush. He is getting a good rush this time, and it's going to be sacked back here. As coming in there is that Altland. Altland with a nice play, throwing him all the way back to the 12, or make it the 13-yard line. 2nd down and about 16 or so for the Vikings. Nice play that time by that Heath Altland. Okay, on a 2nd and 16. Williams dropping back as though to pass. Dumps it over the middle. It is popped up in the air and incomplete. We had 22 is Peterson along with Pham defending, but you know the Trojans had an opportunity there when that ball popped up in the air. 2 or 3 Trojans there, but none of them saw it popping up there and did a good job on stopping that. So it's 3rd down now and about 16 or so. Probably closer to 17 actually. Ball at the 13. It is 3rd and 17. Yeah, that's what Mr. Miller and I agree on that one. 3rd down, 17. So here you go again, folks. Come on. On a 3rd and 17. Let's stay back here and see what happens. 3rd and 17. Handoff is a 24. He is going to be hit on a nice low tackle in there that time by that Kerwin again, and also Altland. Kerwin and Altland coming up to make the stop. So the Trojans have held there as he drove it out to the 18-yard line, but it'll be 4th down and 12. So the Vikings will punt the ball away, and Sherman is back here along with Peterson to receive this punt. So if Drew gets it, or if Sherman gets it, we need to really crank it upfield. Here comes a spiraling kick. Going back here and driving it all the way back, and he's going to pick it up here at the 35. Sherman's got it, rolls ahead for a yard or 2, and that's it. It was one of those tough calls as the ball had been over everybody's head. A nice spiraling punt that time, and Sherman undecided about whether he really wanted to pick it up or not, as the ball looked like it might have taken a Viking roll, but then actually kind of rolled dead, and Matt right there and decided he would try to get something out of that, and he got maybe a yard or so on the run back to the 39-yard line where it's 1st and 10, the Trojans. Sherman and Peterson flanked out wide on the far side of the field now for UD. Pham looking, dumps it over the middle. It is complete in here for Sherman, and Sherman's got a couple of yards out to the 45-yard line. Nice play on that slant-in pattern, and Sherman there making that good grab. It was a kind of low down around the knees or the thigh area, And Matt picking that pass off. Boy, this young sophomore did a great job last week against those Tri-Valley Bulldogs too, making some fine receptions for one for a touchdown for sure. Second down and about 7. Pham hands it off and busts it up the middle for a couple of yards down to the 47-yard line. Goes Dion Ryer. Picked up 2, be third down and 2. Trojans break the huddle here on a 3rd and 2. Let's see if we can keep a drive going and get some points. Pham hands it off. Up the middle with it goes Breyer. Ooh, tries to decoy number 41, but he trips him up. But not until Breyer gains the first down right at the 50-yard line. So Dion with enough to get the first down. Looked as though he might have been able to get a little more out of that. But then that 41 in there making a good low trip on him. And the ball is laying right on the 50-yard line. Pham with it, pitches it over there for Breyer. Breyer gonna get upset after maybe 1 yard. Not too much on that one. Then we got a Trojan down, I think, on the play. I'm not sure who that is, but somebody's shaking up for UD on that play. And it looks like we'll find out here in a second. Zielinski was a young fella shaken up on the play, and so he'll leave the ball game now, but he looks like he's going to be okay. And let's see who came in to replace him. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, Altland will be in their backfield now. Heath Altland will replace Zielinski in the backfield for UDA. Gain of 1 on the last play, 2nd down and 9. Pham looking to pass. Going to dump one down this side and got a man out here? No. Overthrown is Matt Sherman. And it was overthrown by a yard or so. And it will go down to a 3rd down and 9. Okay, 3rd and 9 for the Trojans. So a big play coming up here now for UDA if they want to keep this drive alive. Pham will drop back, gets some protection, dumps one over this way, in and out of the fingertips of number 31, Altland. Or rather, no, not Altland, Chad Wegner. And it goes with an incompletion. Will bring up a 4th down and 9. So both teams now battling as the defenses toughen up. And we look at a 4th down and 9. The Trojans will punt this ball away. 7:36 remaining here in the first half. Clock stopped with the incompletion, of course. Probably Pham will step up to about his own 43-yard line to get this one off. Boom. Nice kick. Going to go all the way down here, and let's see. It's going to bounce out of bounds. Way down. Let's see where they're going to mark this one. The referee is looking. Looks like it's inside the 5 again. So they're going to mark it at the 5. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings on their own 5-yard line. So Bob Pham with another long spiraling kick. Nice job, Bob Pham. Now we can get that offense going. Hold them here. That was nice. Okay. Anyway, 1st and 10 Vikings on their own 5-yard line. Williams brings them up over the football on this 1st and 10 from the 5. He's got to rush it ahead to get a little bit of yardage, and he's got some yardage and still got some yardage out here to the 20, to the 25, and down at the 30-yard line. As coming up to make the stop there is Drew Peterson. But boy, I'll tell you, Williams with a great carry to get his team out of big trouble. Takes it out to the 31-yard line, so it's about a 26-yard run that time by that Williams, the quarterback. And there again, Trojans giving up that big play. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 31. Williams hands it off. Coming up the middle here is number 24, Thompson, and he drives it to the 40-yard line. So once again, these Vikings on the move here. That one covered about 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Brad Snyder making the stop for the Trojans. Coming into the ball game now is that Ryan Kinch in the middle of that Trojan defensive line. See if Ryan can stop that gap in there, plug that hole. On a 2nd down and 2. Williams hands it off up the middle for lots more than 2 goes this fella, and he skips away from one would-be tackler. He may go all the way. Man coming up to get him. Nope, touchdown. Fine run by number 24. That one covered about 58 yards on that run, and that was a great one because he broke some tacklers in there and just eluded everybody at the end and dove into the end zone on that final gasp by the Trojans. So, man, fine run that time. It is now 14-0, and the extra point try coming up. Undercuffler attempting the extra point for the Vikings. Last time they were unsuccessful and Sowers ran it in. Nope, good snap. Placement's down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it's 15-0 now as the Trojans have to regroup. They'll get the ball back in just one moment. 5:45 remaining here in the first half. It's 15-zip Williams Valley. Undercuffler's got it teed up again here now as the Vikings get set to kick following their 2nd touchdown of the evening. And again, Trojans stung with a big one. Here comes the kick. It is a dandy. Going to be messed up out here by Breyer. He'll pick it up at the 2. He's at the 5 and runs it ahead here to about the 12 or 14, something like that. We'll see where they spot it, but nevertheless, it's 1st and 10 now for the Trojans. The Trojans will probably have to put it in the air now and open up the ball game because the defense still having its problems, and we're going to have to generate something to put some points on the board now. Clock is put into motion. We're down to 5 minutes and a half remaining here in the first half. Pham sets him up here at the 12-yard line of Upper Dauphin. He's going to go pass, and he's not going to pass this time as he is swarmed under, and he's going to be spotted back at the 3. So as sometimes happens when things become unglued, they really get unglued, and Trojans now have got to really settle it down here and try to get back into this ball game. Big loss on the play. The ball spotted on the 3-yard line. 2nd and 20 now for UD. 2nd down and 20. The Vikings, of course, are really pumped following that big run by Thompson. And this time, let's see, handoff is to Breyer, and Breyer still dragging it out here. Gets back out to the 9. 3rd down coming up here, and about 14 or so. 3rd and 14 for UD. Okay, on a 3rd and 15. Whether Pham would dare to pass. Yeah, he's getting chased. He's getting pulled down, and let's see, the ball is loose. What do they rule it? Incomplete. They're going to say he passed it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down now as Pham not getting enough time to get a pass off. And the Trojans will be punting from their own end zone now. Pham will be standing at about the end line, I would think. As it's 4th down, the ball is on the 9-yard line. And Bob will really have to get one off here. Bobby's going to be standing 2 yards deep, and timeout called now by Upper Dauphin. Calls time. Trojans calling timeout. We'll be back after the Trojan timeout. Okay, the Trojan timeout is over, and Bobby Pham with the unenviable task of kicking this out of the end zone. Better get a good snap, or a perfect snap. And a nice spiraling punt. Going to be touched out. No, wasn't touched, I guess. And finally, it's going to be downed out here at the 43-yard line. So an excellent punt of about 50 yards, something like that, by Bobby Pham. So Bob really doing the job with the leg tonight as he punted that one out and really soared that over everybody. And there's no wind tonight to help either team. going in either direction. So one heck of a nice punt there by Bob Pham. 1st and 10 for the Vikings. Now they're on the 42-yard line of Williams Valley. Kinch in the middle of that lineup again for UD on defense. Handoff is to the second man through. He spins away from one tackler, spins away from two tacklers, and goes out of bounds over there in front of the Trojan bench. But again, he gets loose from a couple of Trojans up around the line of scrimmage, picks up 6 yards or so on the play, knocked out at the 49-yard line. Trojan tackling, just not quite what it ought to be. And the Vikings with a good rush that time for 6 at the 49-yard line. 2nd down, 4. Quarterback's going to pass one. Fires it over this way, incomplete. Intended out here for number 21, Brown, but that was thrown ahead of the young fella. He couldn't bring that one in. That stops the clock with 3:13 left here in the first half. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. 3rd down, 4 coming up here for the Vikings. Quarterback's passing one over this way. It is complete, I think. But if it is, it's no gain on the play. So it'll be 4th down and 4. So there again, the Trojans so far have held this time. Didn't allow that big play, except for the first one, which gained them about 6. So anyway, ball right at the 49-yard line of Williams Valley, and they'll punt it away. 2:50 remaining here in the first half, so the Trojans have got to get this ball and do something with it if they can. Trojans only drop one guy back now as the ball is a little mishandled. Ooh, near block and a bad punt. Didn't go very far and bounces out of bounds over here at the 32, something like that. 1st and 10 UD, and there are some flags down on this play, so hold everything. See who the ref is going to talk to. Looks like he's looking for a Trojan to talk to, so he'll discuss this and with the Trojans. If we get the Trojan defensive captain in there, whoever that is, Bob Pham, and he's going to see what happened here. Okay, we have illegal procedure against the Vikings. It's declined. The Trojans will take that ball position on the 31-yard line or 32-yard line, whatever. 1st and 10, UD. Okay, now we've got a 1st and 10 for UDA. Trojans will have 2 minutes, 35 seconds to work with here as Pham runs the option, keeps the football, runs around the right side, and gets about 5 on the play. Tackle made in there by Carl for the Vikings. 2nd and 5 coming up now for UD. Okay, 2nd down and 5 play here now. Bobby Pham. He's gonna, lose this one. Fumble, and the Vikings, I think, have it. They do. Miss handoff that time as Pham tried to hand it to somebody who's supposed to be cutting up the middle, but the Trojans lost that one away at the 37-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Williams Valley. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the Trojan 37. Pass, dumping it, complete. And he dives to the 22-yard line where he's gang tackled in there by about 3 Trojans. It'll be Kerwin in there on the stop again, along with Sherman and Stroop also. 1st down, Vikings on the Trojan 21. Minute and a half left. Clock set in motion. '24 with the football. He needs a block. He got one, and he's bumped out inside the 5. 1st and goal, Williams Valley. Coming up there is Kinch. And Stroop, Altland, and Pham making a stop. But it's first and goal inside the 5 at the 4-yard line for Williams Valley. The Vikings with an opportunity to score here again before halftime, as we have a minute and 15 seconds remaining. Clock is stopped right at the moment for the going out of bounds down there. Handoff, and it's going to be 24 diving down to the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Covenhaver making the stop in there for the Vikings. Puts his 2nd and 1 now for the Vikes. Vikings with that 15-0 lead have 40 seconds in which to drive this one in from the 1. It's 2nd and goal from the 1. If that Thompson doesn't get this football, I'll be totally surprised. Nope, quarterback's going to try to sneak it in, and he did. So that's 6 more for the Vikings, and it makes it a 21-0 ball game here in the half with 25 seconds remaining, and the extra point try coming up. So again, Undercuffler going to look for that extra point. He gets a good snap, kick placement's down, kick is up, it is good. And it's now 22-0 with the Trojans getting the football and only 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. Not a good night so far for our beloved Trojans. Kickoff coming up. Undercuffler has her teed up here at the 40-yard line now, and we're set to go with the 3rd kickoff of the first half by the Williams Valley. Boy, another nice deep kick taken back here at the 6. Altland's out here now, and let's see if he can get her cranked up. No, he gets out to the 27, where it is 1st and 10 for the Trojans on their own 27-yard line. And the Trojans will have 19 seconds to work with. The clock put in motion, so if they hurry, they can get 1 play off. Send everybody deep. What the heck? Clock down to 10 seconds. Will they get it off? I'm not sure. 7, 6. Yeah, they should get it off now. Okay, last play of the first half is a handoff to Breyer. He gets a yard or two, and that's going to do it for the first half. Not a good first half for UD by any means, and they're going to have to really regroup as this partisan crowd up here at Williams Valley salutes the fine job their Vikings have done here in the first half. So we'll be back with the second half action in just a moment. 22-0 Williams Valley at halftime. Well, the teams are back on the field to begin the second half of play, and the Trojans will get the football to begin half number 2. It's going to be Undercuffler teeing it up here, getting ready to kick off to begin the second half of play. And the Trojans need 22 points to tie. And we'll see what happens here. Here's another fine kick by Undercuffler, taken at the 10. This is going to be Breyer, and Dion up the middle now, staggers ahead to the 33-yard line, or 32, where it'll be 1st and 10 now for the Trojans on their own 32-yard line. Dunlap making the stop for Williams Valley, and the Trojans going to work here now with a uphill climb in front of them. But hey, you know, if the Vikes put 22 on in the first half, we can put 24 on here in the second half. So let's see what happens now. Sherman is in there along with at a flanker, along with Peterson, flanked out on the near side of the field. Pham in the backfield with Zielinski and Breyer. Pham's going to pass on the first try. Cut in play, goes for a couple of yards. And Sherman may have gotten popped on the back. He's holding that back on that one, as coming up to make the stop is Brown. And Brown really popped Matt on the back. Matt's feeling that one. 2nd down and 5. Picked up 5 on the play. Trojans look like they might be determined to try to throw the football a little more here in the second half. Try to generate a little bit of offense and open up that Williams Valley defense a little bit. 2nd and 5. Ooh, I think we moved too fast. This will bring it back. It'll be 2nd and 10. Second down and 11. Somehow or another, that was a 6-yard penalty. Well, anyway, here's Pham back to pass, sets up a screen. The screen is to Zielinski, and Zielinski has it, and they have him at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be third down and 10 or 11.
And Wilson, no gain.
Okay, UD looking at a third and 11. Pham looking to pass, dropping back, getting a big rush. Guy has a hold of him. Ball looks like it could be a fumble. We'll see how they rule it. No, they're going to say that there is a flag on the play anyway, probably holding against the Trojans. We'll see. Illegal grounding the pass. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. When things go bad, they go bad. That'll be a loss of down. Bring up a fourth down. And a penalty. Fourth down, yeah. And the ball's back to the 10. Trojans will punt. 4th and 32. Bobby Pham, whose punting has been one of the highlights for the Trojans this evening. We'll see if he can get this one off now. He gets a good snap. And the punt, well, a little low this time, and it's going to get a good UD roll, however, and go down to the 49-yard line. So Drew Peterson picks it up there for the Trojans. And there's flags out here now as we're going to have some roughing stuff going on here. I think now this will be unsportsmanlike or a personal foul against somebody. I believe where this occurred way after the play was dead. So we're going to see what they're going to do about this. And we'll have to watch the referee here. And the official is coming back here and pointing at one of the Vikings. So let's see what they rule here. It's going to go against UD the way the man's standing, so I'm not sure what's going on here. Something got tangled up downfield. I'm sorry I didn't pick it up because I was following the football. But probably unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Vikings. And that's going to be 1st and 25 now for the Vikings. The ball spotted at the 34-yard line. So as the game wears on and the tensions increase, you can probably expect a little more of that in this ball game. Anyway, 1st and 25 now for the Vikings. The ball on the 34-yard line of Williams Valley. 9:50 remaining in quarter number 3. Williams is the quarterback for the Vikings. Motion going over on the far side. Williams has it, dumps it out here on a screen on this side to Brown, and Brown is tackled almost immediately. What a good tackle there by that Matt Sherman, who comes up and makes the stop. No gain on the play, or not much. Oh yeah, there was a couple. Actually, second and 22. Ball at the 36-yard line. Second down, 22. Okay, the Vikes on a 2nd and 22. Passing again, looking down this way, fires one down here. We got some interceptors here this time, and it is picked off by Drew Peterson, and he is tackled immediately, and a flag is thrown. So again, we have another probably unsportsmanlike coming up here. So we'll see what happened. It was thrown right into the pile, either unsportsmanlike or face masking maybe. Something like that. Oh, we'll see what is going to be called here. It's a dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Vikings, the second in a row. And so the Vikes putting on some kind of a display here. Somebody out there getting a little wound up. They've got the game in hand. Now I don't know what that kind of carrying on represents, but anyway, the Trojans will have the football. They'll be at the 35-yard line of the Williams Valley now with 8:48 left here in the third period. So the Trojans can stay cool here now. Maybe we can get some points on the board. We'll see. I believe we will. Sherman and Peterson flank out wide on the far side of the field this time on his 1st and 10. Pham back to pass, getting him some protection. Fires one down the right side. Man is out there, but it's going to be picked off by number 24. And he could be off to the races. He needs a couple of blocks, skips ahead, finally tackled from behind on a fine interception. There are flags right here, however. There are 2 flags thrown right here. So we'll see what that is, but nevertheless, it's going to be Williams Valley football, 1st and 10 from somewhere, and we do have a man injured on that play making that tackle out there. And in fact, we got a couple of Trojans down. We have Peterson back here. It looks like he hurt his thigh or his hip. How he did that way down here, I don't know. And 2 Trojans down on the play, and a penalty called against the Vikings. We'll see what it is. They're marking it off here now. And here's the call. 52 for the Vikings did something. It's going to take the play all the way back to the 39-yard line. I did not see the call, but it'll be 1st and 10, I think, for Williams Valley after we administer to 2 UD ball players injured on this one play. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Vikings on the 39-yard line following a penalty which none of us up here saw. I'm not sure, maybe a clip or something on the run back. At any rate, Williams hands it off. Coming around this side is Thompson. He's got 5. He's got a good block out here. He's got 10 and probably 15 or so as he's thrown out of bounds over here by Bobby Pham along with Heath Altland. But a big first down on the play. And some more discussions going on out here now with the Trojans and some of the Vikings. So we got to stay back on some of these plays, and you can't just cover the runner anymore. A lot of action away from the ball. It's first down on the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 1st and 10 Vikings. Quarterback this time is going to pass a little screen out here. He's got it. And let's see. Somebody has a hold of him at the 38-yard line out there. Looks like 81 out there. Is that Hill? Or not, no, not Kissinger, rather. Chad Kissinger. 2nd and 7 coming up now. He gained 3 on that play. So we're looking at a 2nd down and 7 play. Passing again over in the near wing. He's got a man up. Oh, incomplete. Brown couldn't hang on to it. Hit him in the numbers, but he dropped that football. 3rd down and 7 coming up. 3rd and 7 for the Vikings. Up the middle goes that number 35, and he gets a couple of those yards, but not enough for the first down as he stacked up in there pretty good that time by any number of Trojans. Solinsky getting off the bottom of the pile. 4th and 4 now for the Vikings. 7:14 left here in the 3rd period. And ball at the 35-yard line of UDA. 4th and 4. Handoff, and the guy diving ahead is Thompson, but he does not get the first down as he runs into a couple of would-be tacklers out there. And timeout now momentarily called while they change the sticks. For the Trojans have held, and they have the ball at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Going up the middle with this one for several good yards is Dean Breyer, as he drives it out across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
2nd about 6. Ball about the 39.
Pham turns around. Up the middle with it goes Dean Breyer. Breyer into the backfield quickly that time. Gets all the way back into the secondary, and a nice run that time by Dean Breyer to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10, UD. Good to see Drew Peterson's back in there now as a flanker on the far side of the field on this 1st and 10. Handoff, Breyer again gets the call. He drives it to the 45-yard line. Gain of about a yard or two on the play. It'll be second down and 8.
35 Wilson.
Ball is at the Viking 45-yard line. Timeout momentarily called here now for some reason. Equipment problem here on the Viking. Okay, now we're ready to go. 5 minutes left here in the third. UD handing it off. Ball is loose. Fumble inside there. This time the Trojans have recovered it for a gain on the play of about 4 or so. That time the handoff, I think, was to Breyer. Dion lost the handle on it. It fell ahead and was recovered by somebody on the Trojans. Third down and just about 5. So a big third down play again here for UD. And this time we're going to go nowhere as Breyer is picked up already in the backfield. His jersey practically torn off of him that time. And it will be 4th down and 6. Okay, the Trojans had called timeout now, looking at a 4th and 6. So we'll have to see what they came up with here on this 4th down and 6 play. Pham's going to race around over here with it, but he's going to get nowhere. It's 1st and 10. Williams Valley on the Trojan 45-yard line. 1st and 10 Vikings. 1st and 10 Vikings now playing right out here in front of us. Back to pass goes the quarterback. He's got the pass over here incomplete. Good break up in there by that Matthew Sherman as Brown tried to make that interception of that pass over here, but broke it up by Sherman. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10 for Williams Valley. Second man's got it, and he might have, let's see, there's a flag on that play.
No game.
Not much on that one. A whole host of Trojans in there on that play. Kinch getting up there, and so is that 68 Sims off the bottom of that one. But we do have a penalty on the play, and we're going to talk to Randy Sims about this one. Penalty is holding against the Vikings. Penalizes them 10 yards back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 20 now for Williams Valley. 3:29 remaining, and the clock is moving down to 3:23 now here in the third period. Quarterback still has it. He's looking downfield. He dumps a little looper out here, and it is going to be intercepted, I would think. Let's see. Yeah, Trojans have it. 81, and that's that Chad Kissinger. Chad Kissinger comes up with that interception. The quarterback should have never thrown a pass like that. He just floated it about 30 yards in the air, I think. Just kind of looped it out there. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now at the 32-yard line for the Upper Dauphin Trojans. 1st and 10. Okay, on a 1st and 10. Breyer's got it. He dives ahead to the 37-yard line. Dion picking up about 4 or 3 on the play. 3 make it. 2nd down and 7 now for UD. 2nd and 7 for the Trojans. Ball at the 35-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Over the middle, complete to number 41, and he's got it for the Vikings, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Vikings on the Trojan 32-yard line. Vikings take over right there. 1st and 10 Vikings. 1:48 left here in a slow-moving third period. Handoff is to that number 24, and he bounces ahead for maybe a yard. Not much more than that, as getting off the bottom of that pile is that 88 Painter, I believe it is. And Jess credited with the stop. Gain of 2 actually on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 2nd and 9 from the 29 of the UDA. Handoff is that 41, Carl. He gets a couple down to the 25-yard line. Picking up about 3 or so, maybe 4 on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and 3. Kinch in there on the stop that time for UD. 3rd and 3 coming up now for the Vikings. About 42 seconds remaining here in the third. Whoops. Wait a minute now. That's a busted play. Williams picks it up. Let's see how busted it is. It's worth 5. It's worth 10, and it goes all the way inside the 5. Well, what are you going to say? Busted play, practically a fumble, mishandled snap. Quarterback has to run it. He picks up the first down at the 8-yard line, and we have a man injured on the play. Peterson was the, or Drew Peterson, I beg your pardon, was the fella injured on the play, shaken up, but he's going to be okay. Walking off over here under his own power, so that's good. Kirk got his bell rung there a little bit, or Drew, I beg your pardon, got his bell rung a little. He'll be all right, I believe. Anyway, 1st and goal from the 8 for Williams Valley now, with just 27 seconds remaining here in the third period. Williams sets him up at the 8, 1st and goal. And we got motion called on the Vikings. This will cost them 5. It'll be 1st and goal from the 13. 1st and goal from the 13-yard line. Quarterback has it. He's going to keep it. Got a man out there in the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Nice play. Touchdown. And it's now 28-0, and the extra point try coming up. Hey, Undercuffler with the extra point try. This would be his 3 out of 4 he could go if he gets this one up. Nice snap. Kick is up. Kick is good. 29-0. As Undercuffler kicks his 3rd out of 4th in there, and of course they ran the other one in. So the Vikings putting it to the Trojans now, 29-0, and UD will get the ball back with just 18 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. All right, kickoff coming up here now as Undercuffler has her teed up. And here's his kick. It is a dandy. Taken back here at the 10. Breyer has it at the 15. He's at the 20. The 25. Up the middle he goes. Needs a little bit more running room. Breaks a couple of tackles. Stiff arms a guy out here and drives it all the way down to the 49-yard line. Excellent run back by that Dion Breyer that time. Undercuffler, the punter, coming up and making this, or the kickoff man coming up and making the stop on him, but a fine run back that time by that young sophomore Dion Breyer. Good job. 1st and 10 for the Trojans on the Viking 48-yard line. Okay, 1st and goal now, as mercifully the third quarter has come to an end, and the Trojans looking to get on the board to avoid the shutout tonight. Pass is complete here to 82, Matt Sherman. And Matthew grabbed that one for a gain of about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and about a long 4. Nice catch that time by Matthew. Ball at the 43-yard line of Williams Valley. Not even sure anymore what the deepest penetration was that we had, but here's a pitch out over there for that Breyer. I think it was Breyer, yeah. Boy, just made it. As you could see, Pham was getting nailed, and he just got that one off the D and had to roll around on his fingertips a little bit, but he grabbed it eventually and picked up 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Trojans. Ball out the 40-yard line of Williams Valley. Noticeably absent tonight, at least I haven't seen him anyway, is Sean Rao for UD. I don't know if Sean got hurt in practice or he's sick or what, but Breyer will get the first down as he drives it to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 UDA, but Sean, who catches some passes and plays some good defense in there for the Trojans, is absent tonight. So he must be racked up. We'll have to look for him on the sideline over here. Okay, we got a 1st and 10 now for UD. Handoff up the middle with it goes Zielinski, diving for, Breyer rather, thought I saw 4 in there. Okay.
And Wilson.
Breyer dives ahead for 2. Second down and 8 now for UD.
Ball about the 36.
Second down and 8. I believe we're going to pass on this play, so let's see what happens. Nope, pitches back over this way now, and Breyer again with it. He dives to the 30-yard line. Gain of 3 more on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4. 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and long 3. Intercepted by number 35. He'll get a block out there, and let's see, be dragged out of bounds over in front of the Trojan dugout. 1st and 10, Williams Valley on the 46 or 7-yard line. Vikings with the football. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Vikings on their own 46. Quarterback's going to fire one. Fires one over this way. It is complete to Brown, and Brown is going to be tackled here. Sherman comes up to meet him along with Painter.
Sherman and 80 Donovan.
So it will be second down and about a yard. Gain of 9 on the play. Pulled just shy of the Trojan 45-yard line. 2nd and a yard. Handoff is to 24 Thompson. He drives for the yard and more out here to the 43-yard line. A little bit of extracurricular stuff going on in here. Flag is thrown on the play. There'll be a penalty coming up, probably against UD this time. We'll see. The foul penalty carries the ball down to the 26-yard line of UD. 1st and 10, Vikings. 8:15 remaining in the ball game. QB is going to throw. He's got a man out here. It is knocked down on a good defensive play by that Bobby Pham. Nice play by Bob Pham, because the receiver was back there. It was this number 47 guy here. And he was there, but Bobby made a nice defensive play out of that. 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 10. Thompson breaking through and gaining some good yardage to the 19-yard line. Sims in there making a stop on him along with Altland, among others. It picked up 7 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 3. 3rd down and 3 for the Vikings at the 19-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Handoff is to 35, and he'll take it for the first down to the 15. It'll be 1st and 10, Vikings on the Trojan 15-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. Ball about the 15.
1st and 10 from the 15 for the Williams Valley Vikings. Quarterback looking to pass. Dumps one into the end zone. Man all alone. I'll tell you, he was so alone there wasn't anyone near him. 8 and 5 is, let's see, that's 35-0 as the beat continues. Extra point try coming up. Hunter Kuffler with a point after attempt. Kick is up, and this time it is no good, I think. No good. Off to the right. Well, the Vikings have done one thing badly anyway. They just kicked a bad extra point. Anyway, Trojans will get the ball back. $6.54 remaining. It's 35-0, the Vikings. Okay, Undercuffler has her teed up again for his next kickoff, and this kid can really get a leg into her. So we'll see how he does on this one. The whistle blows for him to do it. And here it comes. Picked up, let's see, by this is number 81. That's that Campbell, or Kissinger rather. He brings it all the way out to the 40. Flag down here, however. And the officials will talk this one over. At any rate, it's going to be, let's see, not sure what, but we'll find out here in a minute. Ball gets spotted back to the 24-yard line of UD on an illegal block on the run back that time. 6:40 remaining in the ball game. UD with Bobby Pham remaining at the quarterback spot. He'll hand it off, and let's see. This is Zielinski, and he might have gotten 1 yard. It'll be second down, and well, actually he got more than that. Looks to me like he got more like 3 yards out of that. Okay. Second down, 7. Second down, 7 for UD. Whoops, wait a minute. They banging together in the backfield that time. Zielinski and Pham kind of ran into each other on that handoff. It'll be not much on that play. Matter of fact, lost about a yard. It'll be third down and 8. Third down and 8. Ball is loose. Falling upon over there by a Trojan. Covering that ball is number 64 in there for UD. Covered that fumble. 4th and 5 coming up for the Trojans. Okay, we got a 4th down play coming up here now for UD following the timeouts. 4th down and 5. And Bobby Pham punts it out of there very nicely. Taken here at the 35-yard line. Sowers at the 40. Winding down the right side, gets tripped and slipped out of bounds over there at about the 47-yard line. Altland making the stop for UD. 1st and 10 Vikings. 4 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the ball game. First and 10 Vikings on their own 47. Sowers is the quarterback. He hands it off to Hand, and Hand to the 50-yard line. Stopped in there by a couple of Trojans getting off the bottom of that pile. Number 79 of UD. Picked up 2 in the last play, 2nd and 8. Pitch over this way. And he'll dive to the 44-yard line of UD. Rutledge in there now. And Kissinger making the stop that time on the play for UDA. 3:46 remaining in the game. Gain of 6 on the play, or 5 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 44-yard line of UDA. Quarterback still has it. Sowers fires it upfield, intended for number 32 Undercuffler, but it fired it right by him. And it will bring up a 4th down and 2 now. Stopping the clock with 3:18 left in the game. There was a flag on the last play against Vikings, making it a 3rd and 7 now. They backed him up 5 yards. 3rd and 7. Sowers dumping one down this side. That is incomplete. A real wobbly pass out there. Hand was the intended receiver, but it wobbled out of bounds with no effect on anybody, and brings up a 4th down and 7. Stops the clock with 3:11 left in the game. Punting situation coming up now for the Vikings, and Sowers is the punter this time. He gets a low snap, but he gets a kickoff, or the ball off, and it looks pretty good. Going to be dropped back here, still wrestled after, and finally down at about the 7-yard line, as having some trouble with it was Kissinger that time. Chad had a little bit of trouble with that one. And it's down on the 7-yard line of Upper Dauphin. 1st and 10 Trojans. Okay, 1st and 10, UD. Trying to go up the middle with it is, let's see. That was Zielinski. He stopped after a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. 2:20 remaining in the ball game. Trojans 90 yards away from their first points of the night with just 2:05 left here in the game. Pham and Zielinski collide in the backfield, and he's going to be, let's see, well, no, now he's still on his feet. Well, driving out there very nicely. Anthony Zielinski drives it all the way out for a first down. So it looked as though Anthony was going to be stopped in the backfield a couple of times there, but he drove and drove and drove and drove it all the way out for the first down. Nice run that time by that Anthony Zielinski, getting it all the way out to the 19-yard line, something like that. And it will be first and 10. 1:40 and the clock moving now remaining in the ball game. Fumble on the play. Pham covers it. Second down and 10 coming up. Second down and 11, and the handoff this time again to Zielinski, I believe it was. And Anthony with some more yardage out to the 30 or 27-yard line, something like that. It'll be third down and a long 2 or 3. 37 seconds remaining in a forgettable ball game here, to say the least. The Trojans getting thumped here at Williams Valley. Handoff and going up the middle with it for a couple of yards is Zielinski again. He drives it out to the 30-yard line for a first down. 22 seconds remaining. Time for a play or so. So the Vikings will go 2-0. The Trojans in the young season go 0-2. Now having given up, let's see, if my math is right, 6 and 5 is 11, about 51 points. Make it 61 points in 2 ball games, and that's going to do it now as they pull the chin straps out there. This ball game is over. So the Vikings need to be congratulated on putting a good one together tonight against the Trojans, and the Trojans will really have to regroup now because they didn't expect this coming in here tonight, I'm sure of that. A literal drubbing, and maybe this will shake them up. I don't know, but the Trojans will be away, I think, next week again, although I'm not sure about that. Oh, we may be home. Doesn't matter. We got to win now. We got to put one together here. So they took one on the chin here tonight. Maybe we can come back next week against the next opponent. We hope so. In the meantime, good night from Viking Stadium. Final score, the Williams Valley Vikings 35, the Trojans nothing. Trojans never did get close to scoring tonight. They never did threaten very much at all. And again, great big plays coming up early in the ball game for UD, making one heck of a difference. On long yardage situations, the Trojans just had no defense. Passing defense was really pretty much lacking, although there were some good defensive pass plays, but not much and not enough to win a ball game. And so we bite the bullet again. So we'll try one more time next week, see if we can get on a winning track. Dale Cowlin with Raymond Colts saying so long from Viking Stadium.